Yep. Guidance is great. Am I the only one who thinks these arcing cards? No, I think they're great. I think having really powerful answers is one of the things I really enjoy about Hex. Right, and do this. Move another thing to the top of our deck. Momentum is very, very good. Did I put a resource on top of my deck? Maybe I'm supposed to grab a Nod resource. Hey, Ice is actually great. JK. Resource is great. Ice is great. So I get to go Hailstorm here. And then next turn I get to go second Hailstorm plus Diamond Ice. So Hailstorm says whenever we Fate Weave, we get a Hail Hawk. So this Ice will make two 2/2s. Yeah, me too, Immortals. Hopefully Mr. Woods will have a chance to look into why the API is disabled next week. I really wish these Hawks were like 2 costs or 4 costs, so like against Eternal Seeker decks you didn't just get dumpstered with Hailstorm. Yeah, I've cut Pure Flame Protector from my latest Momentum decks. I'm gonna double block here, get this one off the table. Double blocky just in case they were attacking, they're gonna remove my guy. A Runebound Mathing into a Spellstorm Titan. Okay, that's pretty scary. Alright, so we're playing that. I guess Exalted Commander is like DC here, right? Gonna be a 4/4. He's gonna turn the Hailhawk into a 3/3. So can tango with the Spellstorm Titan. Have you heard about the bird? I said a bird. Bird's the word. I said a bird. Have you heard about the bird? I said a bird's the word. I said a bird. The problem with Pure Flame Protector is that it's really bad against decks that are hard matchups for decks like that, and it's kind of win more a lot of the time. Oh, that's vomit-inducing. That's. Oh wait, what? Why did the? Sure. Why wouldn't you take my Exalted Commander? I mean, you can have my Hellhawk. Enjoy. Wait, does this not take anything? Am I not know? Do I not know what this card does? Is it only 3 or less? I might not know what this card does. Oh, that card's much worse than I thought it was. That card is much worse than I thought it was. All right, yep. I thought that card was just control magic. Turns out it's just bad. All right, deal. I mean, 5 charges isn't nothing, and it's unique. That makes sense why they didn't take him. They weren't allowed to. Alright, so we're probably gonna get attacked for 6, 7, 8 here. If they have another Winter's Grasp, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble. They might swing with everything. Double here, take 8, lose a candle. Empress of Ice. Okay. Okay. These are my 5/5s. I guess we just get on the aggressive here, right? Let's grasp this now. You want to just grasp this now? Otherwise, they have a diamond or a sapphire. They just exhaust this and kill us. Did do removal. Did that too. That's like removal, right? Grab our bird. Setting this guy to these. Just didn't. That was one of the things I was worried about. Without having more Fate Weave in our deck, like we have like these hailstorms, but like, do we actually have enough payoffs to like consistently pay them off? Casualty of War seems like it's probably pretty good. Lady in Wax is probably a little slow. Dragon Speaker Dahlia seems great. Giving my dorks flying seems great. Yeah, maybe, but then like Wrath of the Elementals gets worse. So like there's definitely a very real trade-off on either side. This a try. Yeah, maybe coach. Encourage is like expensive to hold up, right? It's like kind of clunky. Alright, sounds great. Got the Rectory Hailstorm combo. I'm gonna do this. I could save that for like post Hailstorm, but did you finish that one? Did you finish this other one? Or are you just not able to get the thing out of the box? Muffins. Muffins. It's Blood Diamond Elementals. Yeah, that's it. Non-resource on top of my deck. I wonder if I'm supposed to put some resources up there so we can hit with this Rectory consistently. Shut up and take my money. Budolf, why play tier 1, tier 2 in Modern Riku today? Eldrazi evolution to know your opponents. Thanks for the donation, bud. Add that to my queue. Hailhawk is an elemental. So next turn, we can go Activate Requiem, Fate Weave, Champ Power, and then Wrath of the Elemental something. I'll do this. Do this. Put a non-resource on top of my deck since I already have a resource for next turn. Do this. Attack for 1. That's the turn. Make a Hailhawk every turn for the rest of the game, basically, now. Clash of Steel. Alright, I'm gonna Wrath of the Elements, their thing in response here. I think I just keep the Hailstorm, right? Spell Shield. Alright. Be a tough nut to crack. The problem with the Zoriath Rectory is that it is a constant... See, the Zoriath Rectory is kind of awkward, right? Like, you can't... It takes a lot of resources to keep going, and in order to get value off of Fate Weaving, you need to be making non-resources with it. It gets Flight, so can't even attack my Candlehead. And there's probably something to be done with Lixil in this format. It's definitely something I want to do at some point. Just like no blocks, we're going to keep our board in case we get an Exalted Commander. Lapidary's annoying, but we've got the Whisper's Grasp for it. Winter's Grasp for it. And again, just like kind of the same problem we had last game, right? Like, we've got these Hailstorms and I've got no way to Fate Weave for them. Wow, you ate 2 packs of muffins, little boy? Yeah, you were hungry? Casual 8 ball. Okay, that's not active yet. I mean, I guess I'll make another 1/1. No, it's like the Orochi. It's like there's that 3/3 that attacks every turn. When it attacks or blocks, you get a Fate Weave. There's Visions of Ziolta. Yeah, Empress is still legal. There might be a sweet Empress copycat deck in this format somewhere. Also worth noting, Empress is an elemental. So, like, there might There might be something to do with elementals. We're very dead. All right. All right. Let's try one more with this, and we might try Exalted Commander at a different show. Yeah, Uzu rotated. Yeah, the rectory doesn't seem particularly impressive. All right, Immortal. How about if I build a different Exalted Commander deck if this match sucks too? Would that do? Because I would like to find a playable deck for myself. If Neo gets to be playable as a 4 of, I want to be playable as a 4 of. How about we try a different one? We're gonna give this one more go, but this deck, I feel like I'm split in two different directions too hard. Like, I've got like these Fate Weave payoffs and these Elemental payoffs, and I don't have enough support for either. So like my deck is like kind of awkward because of that. It seems fine. Oh no. Oh no, the mill. I was counting on this Fate Weaving a resource. Probably a good chance we don't Fate Weave a resource now. Yep. Okay, well, I guess I'm bidding this rectory. I found something useful to do with Zora's rectory. We can discard it. LOL. No, I mean, honestly, I'm glad that Neo's card is really pushed. That's good. It's sweet that I'm just gonna let it roam freely, right? Because I'm gonna get to go Wax, Sacrament, and then Wrath of the Elementals this. Yarna's the better mill champion, just for reference. Both, if your deck is actually a good mill deck, both of Yarna's powers are very good. So it's just like an actually pretty balanced Punisher mechanic. I would just like to say thank you to everyone for hanging out here this morning. If you're new, my name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a TCG player and content producer. We're playing Hex Shards of Fate here this morning. If you're enjoying what you see, please make sure to hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps other people find my content here. If you're really enjoying what you see and you want to help me produce more content like this, the best way you can do that is by subscribing on Twitch and becoming a patron on Patreon. Those both help support myself financially directly so I can spend more time doing stuff like this and less time doing other things. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. They do custom playmats and mouse pads and sleeves. And then if you're going to buy some Hex CCG cards anyways, you could do so with HexPrimal.com. They would love to buy and sell Hex CCG singles, which if you use promo code Jeff5 at HexPrimal, you'll save 5% on your orders there. I don't really like to refer to Hex as like MTGO++. Like, it's just, honestly, the gameplay quality is better than Magic in a lot of ways too. So it's not just like a better digital client, which it is. Like, the actual gameplay quality is very good as well. Opponent hasn't really milled us that much, so I'm just gonna take a 5er hit here. That's annoying. Definitely ditching Hailstorm. Maybe the Fate Weave aspect of this deck is just bad. Like the Hailstorm Rectory. Like Exalted Commander's a fine card in these Candle decks. Do I want to hold the Wrath or do I want the Dragon Speaker? I'm going to hold the Dragon Speaker. Probably get punished when they play a bomb here. Dragon Speaker Dahlia here. 4/5 Flight Swift Strike because of her gem, and then at the end of my turn she illuminates 1. And then for a good hit, good chunk next turn. For 6/11. Maybe. Also, like, Exalted Commander's kind of good at enabling Consult the Talon, so like there's probably an okay Exalted Commander deck that plays alongside what's the card name I'm searching for? Silver Talon Mandate. That's the one. They took my Exalted Commander. That's rude, opponent. Yeah, that's the one. Silver Talon Mandate. Make these bigger. Play this. Make these bigger. Yeah, Warp Steel's pretty good with him too. Oh, I didn't mean to attack with that one. All right, we're in. Ship. I guess attacking with that means I have lethal next turn. Do I need an adult? Hey, can you kill one of my candles? I'm gonna take a crack off of my deck. They build a Winter's Grasp, so it looks like it. Buried a Winter's Grasp. If we rip a piece of removal, we'll be able to attack through here. Yep. Winter's Grasp is a quick action that voids a troop with power 3 or less. So I get to, yep, grasp one of my candles. I'm gonna attack with both of these. I'm actually just gonna make. Actually, am I gonna make another 1/1? I'm probably supposed to. Yeah, actually, I should have done this pre-combat. I was like started to make a 1/1, then I was like, no, they probably have Massacre in their deck. I should play around Massacre. And like now, if they draw Massacre, I don't have lethal on board. All right, so they have to kill 2 things with 1 card. They have Librarian in their deck. They have a Hero Fall, so they're dead. All right. Blinding Ire seems good. Casualty of War seems okay. feel like I just don't have time to dick around with this. It's like really not happy with that aspect of the deck. Is Journey good enough? Maybe. I feel like Journey's probably not good enough. They don't really have many blockers. I'm gonna put speed in this chick. So one of the things you can do in between games is you can change the sockets in your customizable cards. So sometimes you have sockets that are like more optimal for some matches than other. I've not yet, but Burgle's been working on a deck with that, so we'll probably get to it at some point. And net neutrality ends, how it will affect Twitch. I don't think anyone really has a realistic idea of how net neutrality ending is going to affect X, Y, or Z. How does it slow them down, though? Have a 5/5. Like, does Journey really slow them down? I feel like it. God, I am such a professional XTCG player. Just look at that professionalism. You can have your 5/5. I know my answer's on top of my deck. Didn't want to bury the cards. I had the answer on top. Come on now. Get with the chat. Did anyone have doubt? Was there doubt in anyone's mind? No, I think I'm just playing Hex this morning. Fridays is Hex. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday is Magic, and then Friday, Wednesday is all Hex, and then streams on the in-between are TBD. Alright, been Winter's Grasp here. My flying candlekin, there are many like it, but this one is mine. So there's the punishment for bidding the Winter's Grasp. I'm sure it's going to draw mono resources, like punish us for not bidding a resource. Yep. I'm not new. I've played this game before. So Librarian is a 1/4 that it comes into play. It summons a friendo here, the library curator, and the curator makes all their chaos touched unblockable, so I can't block the librarian while the curator's out. And the librarian says when he deals combat damage to the opposing champion, they're going to look at the top 4 cards of my deck. I get to take one of those cards and put them into their hand. They're picking their choice of cards to devour from the top of my deck here. Ooh, commander prompt. I brought in Casualty of War to kill things like Librarian. Yep. Tilt. Should have been greedy and discarded the Well of Retribution to that Nameless, and then I had a Winter's Grasp to kill this Librarian. Drop of, yep. Alright, yeah, the Corpse Mulch, I guess. Poke you for 2. think I'm binning a candle to draw a card. Like, need to answer this librarian. Mill is like a bad bird deck. Mill is like a bird deck where your opponent starts at 40, basically. Good beat. The coveted seconded corpse mulch. Oh god. We won game 1, right? Lady in wax. Do 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 do. Alright, I'm off it. We're not winning through this many librarian triggers. What's going on, Sadalution? Long time no see. Howdy. Howdy, howdy. You getting back into hexing? Constructed format seems neat so far. Haven't touched limited yet, personally. You probably won't touch the limited until the release celebration is over, because I really only draft for the purpose of practicing for like CCS top 8, so the CCS top 8, when that rolls around in January, will be 887. I've not. Correct. You need to be top 64 on either the limited or constructed ladder. The end of each season, those 128 players get invited to play in the Cosmic Crown Showdown. Yep. Seems like not exciting, but it's fine. It's a couple of resources at some point. Momentum is very good. Lives up to its name. Snowball's hard. It's why you don't have a long game. Just kill them. Yeah, just kill them. Big fan of getting them dead. Yeah, which is a little strange, right? Like, the limited people get invited, but like the Swiss had made a forum thread about that, talking about how I think the CCS should have limited during the Swiss. I think it's kind of strange that like you can get into the CCS off of limited, but like you only get to play limited if you top 8 in the event. I gotta aggro harder, Shadow. The classic Hearts Whisper while you have 7 cards in your hand. It'll draw 2, discard 2. Card's a lot worse when you have to discard 2 afterwards. Shard? Commander? Yep. And that also makes it kind of amusing too. 10 out of 10. The CCS has just like the most. You can't metagame for it. It's truly over 1 to 3. That's such a great way to put it. Oh, that's funny. That's not even true, Klutz. That just means like that doesn't mean you can't properly test for it. What that means is that instead of trying to metagame the constructed portion like you can for the bashes every week, you just want to play the objectively most proactive and powerful deck. It means decks like control decks are a bad choice for the CCS when they might be a good choice for the bash. That's what that means. I don't think it means metagaming. It means it's a bad idea to metagame. It doesn't mean it's impossible to test. My candles are dead, Jim. Shard. Another 4-drop. Perfect. That's exactly what this hand needed. Bink. 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 Nothing to see here, huh? Yep. All right. Moving right along here. These are my things, opponent. Do with them as you will. These are my things. Do with them as you will. No, I don't. We literally have. I really disagree with that, Clutch, because we literally have single format events every single weekend. One of the things that makes the CCS interesting is the fact that it's a split format tournament. Like, if it's just another thing, like, what's the point? Like, just another thing. I really like that the CCS is split format. I just wish that they'd split the format in the Swiss. Yep. At least that's my opinion on it, you know. And that's super subjective, obviously, but I like the CCS being what it is. But like, you want your tournament so like the CCS is like supposed to emulate like these are the best players in Hex, right? Like these are the people that like play the most and like work to qualify for this. And you want a tournament with those players to like show both types of things that your game has to offer. Correct. It's not a wild shard or a blood shard. Well, we finally found our 4th shard here. Opponent probably missing double blood. Mine got worse. Yeah, opponent must have a handful of double blood cards without another blood threshold. Probably has a bunch of massacres. Yep. Yep, in Hex you keep the cards you draft. Keep the cards you draft or open and sealed, etc., etc. Sure, yes, I agree that the way the CCS is currently structured is very unfair for limited players. That's why I think in an ideal situation, the Swish should contain both limited and constructed. That way, it's a balance where you expect both types of players to be familiar with the other type of format in the game in order to make it into the top 8. CCSs are typically 7-round tournaments. You could do 3 rounds of draft or sealed, and then you could play constructed for the next 3 to 4 matches and do both very easily. Yeah, Magic's Pro Tour is structured in that way to show off. I don't think you want to rotate back and forth like that. I think you'd want all X in a row and then all Y in a row. Hey, wifey. We're going to build, hopefully, a slightly less bad Exalted Commander deck. Maybe, possibly. Alright, I'm gonna delete this and start fresh. The rotation is bad for coverage. And ideally, eventually, Hex tournaments will be designed with coverage in mind. Because remember, tournaments shouldn't just be about the players watching. The prize money that goes into them are advertising money, essentially, for the game that's putting them up. So you want those to be able to reach potential players and existing players. All right, so Diamond, Sapphire. All right, so what are cards that I know I want? Warp Steel, Shardsworn. Sign me up. Probably with Fate Weave gems in him. Consult the Talons. Because there are a bunch of people that don't give a shit about limited, and there's a bunch of people that don't give a shit about constructed. So like those people that only care about watching one format want to be able to sit down and watch the matches and then be done watching. That's the TLDR on why rotating, like going 2 rounds is bad. The toughest part about this card is that it's... I have while you control 5 of our creatures, this had Steadfast, Spell Shield, Swish Strike. Wow. That's pretty good. Let me put a equipment on here. Is this a Light the Votives deck? Well, Hex doesn't have 2-day tournaments, and I'm not sure that they'd want to add them. My statement is if they were doing 1-day tournaments. Yeah, Light's not bad. Cosmic, Calling. Yeah, I agree, Klutz. I also wish we could play casual with mercenaries as well. Can we get mercenaries and PvE cards? Would be wonderful. Heart Sworn. Is it not here? There's another. The search box is buggy right now, right? Skylands Captain's not a bad idea. I like that. It's just a good card. Probably better than this pooper, honestly. Are there any other good 1 or 2 drops? That's a 3 drop though, right? Yeah, this is much worse than Skylands Captain. Exalted Professor for more exalted friends. Oh yeah, probably Guidance. Well, I'm a herder. Let's do it. He's got Diligence. Run a couple of Exalted Professors. What do we want him to do? Probably plus defense. Already have Fate Weave. Exalted Professor's not particularly good, though. It's probably worse than Chimera Bot, honestly. Is that how you spell Chimera? It's just type in bot. Is it Shy? Oh, I have the Shardless cards off. That's what it is. It's kind of just like a Diligence deck, right? Is what it ended up being. Light the Voters are probably worse than just playing some removal. Let's throw some Decree of Banishings in here. Hey, we can play the Human Shard. Oh, wait. Sad. Sad Panda. Human Shard rotated. This is 12. 30, 40, 15. And then 7 of these is 15 diamonds. Repliplopper. Let's do. Deploy. This gets 2 random boons. This deals combat damage to opposing champion. Sacrifice it and deal. That's interesting. So the problem with this is it's a 3-drop. And like, I kind of want more 2s. Because like, you can go 2-drop into Cosmic Calling 2-drop, etc. I think I'd rather have Chimera Bot than Repopulator. Put a couple Silver Talon on the board. The blinding ire. Hunter's grasp. Blinding. Oh, sorry. I wanted to. Arcing is the one I want. No, Chimera is good. You're not getting 5. People are so ambitious with like what they think, how many thresholds they think they could get. Sunlit Sentence, get a couple of those in here. There's another grindy card I could put in the board. Couple of verdicts, couple of rune binds, call it a day. I guess I put ire in here. That doesn't seem bad. The control decks are mostly blood based right now. A couple of confounding ires in here. Let's do that. Play Daughter at Empress, it's easy, right? Let's dream big. Let's play Ada. I want the Illuminate Shard. I definitely can't play it if I play the Illuminate Shard. The Illuminate Shard's probably better. 2, 4. Is it called Wax something? Hey, fine, I'll pick a real champion. I wish Ada cost 5 charges still. She'd be real if that was the case. I guess Bishop Elijah's probably fine. Yeah, Bishop Elijah's probably fine. No, I don't think so. Chimera Bot lets you go wide, which is what we want to do. Yeah, we've got 4 ice in the deck. Great. We got Keepable. Yeah, someone mentioned that earlier, Waffle. I think that's worse than Skylands Captain. Skylands Captain is just like always evasive, whereas like that card is not always evasive. Drop our Shard of Purpose for a Sapphire here. We have to go Herder into Chimera Bot, which is nice. So Llama Herder's a 2/2 for 2. That's his on Diligence, so when he readies, we summon a 2/2 Llama. And we can exhaust other troops we control to give him +1/+1, so hopefully they don't have a Strangle here. They have a Strangle, tilt. I'm going to go ahead and Fate Weave with this Warp Steel Shard Sworn to guarantee a resource on top of our deck. I can hopefully hit a non-slow shard and drop Exalted Commander and smash for 6 next turn. Sure. That means we are not attacking for anything. You can get +1/+1 because I'm going to decree a banishing that anyways. Now it doesn't matter if it's a slow shard because I need to play this decree. Okay, so we'll do that. Do this. That's true, Tom. Like, I wouldn't want 2 resources in a row here, but I want 1 on top. Good small thing to point out. Dear OP, please don't massacre me. Oh, I get my drop of wax. 4 wax lit. Alrighty. So play this. This guy's gonna exhaust these 2, become a 5/5. Get a good smash in here. Chimerabot is a 2/2 that on Diligence, it either gains a random boon and +1/+1, or it reverts itself and summons a copy of itself. Alright, didn't get massacred. It's a good start. Yeah, we're gonna exhaust this, and then... So if they kill this, they're taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So even if I play this... Oh, with my champ power, though... Okay, yeah, so if I get this back, and then I play both of these, this will be a... Yeah, so if I play both of these, they need 2 removal spells to not die here. So they can kill the commander, and they'll still be dead. They were just very dead. They did not have anything going on. All right, so verdicts and confounding ires, 10 out of 10 coming in. Probably a matchup we're going to afford to trim a decree of banishing. Probably want to trim a copy of Commander and Skylands Captain because they're likely a hero fall deck. I don't mind leaving 4 ofs of the 2 drops. We could usually get them out of our hand before they get hero fallen. And 1 more cut here. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I like that idea. Yeah, this deck has like a cohesive like proactive plan, right, Marty? Just like we know what we're doing. We're like going wide and then playing Exalted Commander and smashing them. Here, 1 more cut here. Just Llama Herder. Gonna cut a Llama Herder. It's better against hero fall. Just playing with myself on stream. Is that legal on Twitch? Anyone know? Am I gonna get in trouble? So, the argument for Exalted Commander over Commander Prompt in a deck that can support the thresholds for the Exalted Commander is that the floor on Exalted Commander is a little bit higher, because if you play Exalted Commander and it just eats a piece of removal right away, you get a 1/1 left over, which is nice. Huh. I'm gonna lead on Chimera Bot here. Am I gonna lead on Chimera Bot? This feels like a Winter's Grasp, right? Yeah, Llama Herder's the bigger payoff. Let's go. I have a Phantom opponent. Yeah, but like on an empty board, Commander Prompt and Exalted are both pretty terrible, right? Any board where the Exalted is dying to Strangle, and like Commander Prompt dies to Strangle when it attacks, so if you're playing around Strangle, you can't attack with your card, which sucks. Okay, so we found an ice. I'm just gonna grab another resource here. Do this, and I think I'm just gonna pass the turn here. Casualty of War is actually a card that's like seeing more play. Like every blood deck I've put together recently has Casualty of War in it. My troops can get smaller. Love a Consult the Talons, and considering it's my only option, I'll take it. So, get to do this. Non-resource on top, get to play Chimera Bot, and then Consult the Talons. Oh yeah. Oh, take those cards, inject them right into my veins, chat. Just get all the cards in here. Get all the cards in here. No, I'm not planning to play Magic before tomorrow. We're still catching up on missed Hexy time. Oh no, a Strangle. Well, Strangle is actually good because it means my opponent likely doesn't have a sweeper of some sort that they're going to be saving up to play into. With all these interrupts in our hand, once our opponent's like ready to start killing and playing their bigger plays, we could probably push through those. We have a piece of spot removal for this Chimera Bot here. Grab another resource here. Shard, perfect. Go and attack with this. Hold up these Cosmic Callings. So this does mean I don't get to Cosmic Calling my Llama Herder, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. You guys can have +1/+1, that's fine. I think the voters might be okay. Just gonna go Llama Herder, And then consult. We'll get to hold verdict up here, so we're going to make a bunch of llamas next turn. Wow, that's a lot of resources. Guess I'm doing this and then playing Drop of Wax here. And if they don't give me something to verdict, I can Cosmic Calling. We don't have any way to, like, build the candles up either, so, like, I don't know that Light Devoted is necessarily great. Stop it. I'm a poor board. Stop it. Stop trying to kill my board. Yep. Yep. And like this, we only have 4 interrupts in our board, but like we see so many cards every game between these Cosmic Callings and, you know, just other things that we have going on that like we're getting and finding our way to our cards that really matter. That's a great one. Attack here. Yeah, Bishop Eliza was a good champion choice for this deck for sure. Nope. Stop it. Make 2 more llamas here. Llama, llama, it's a very funny llama, 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 farmer, llama, 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 duck. Thrawn Omega with the 9-month resubscription. Thank you for the continued support. Here's to 9 more months. Welcome back. Stop doing things, opponent. I'm just trying to kill you. So, there's no reason for me to play out more cards here. Opponent is very dead on board. They need a sweeper. I'm just gonna Fate Weave a non-resource to the top and then pass the turn here. Like they need to clean up what we have going on. So there's no reason for me to play into something else. GG's opponent. I feel like I want a couple rune binds in this deck. Chimera Bot was also really good. Chimera Bot was really good. I'm going to cut this 3rd mandate and put in another Chimera Bot. Let's do another one, shall we? Want another interrupt in my board? I feel like I might want another interrupt in my board. Like an extra... Confounding Ire, like, really punched the clock and went to work there. And I didn't board in Silvertail and Adjudicator against them, so it's probably not that good. Let's do this. Let's see how this feels. Morning, Dark Wonders. Yundingo here. Yeah, it seems great. They're on Balthazar, so for 5 charges, if the top card of their deck is a resource, they play it. Otherwise, they draw a card and gain 2 health. We're going to go Diamond Shard, Guidance for a resource, and then if we miss on our second Sapphire, we'll Warp Steel Fate Weave for another resource. Hey, it's Zuber Mikey. Between the 2 budget decks you have listed, which one do you think is more competitive? I actually think the Candles deck is a little bit more competitive, and I think it has better upgrade paths to like making it a tier 1, 1.5 tier 2 deck. I'm not sure. I think the non-budget Candles deck right now is one of the better known decks that we have post rotation. think the non-budget version of candles is very, very good. Hexsets.com will always help you figure out which sets are legal and which aren't. Sets 5 through 8 are currently standard legal. So whenever Hex has an even numbered set release, the oldest 2 sets rotate out. So when set 9 releases, sets 5 through 9 will be legal, and then when set what's it called releases, wherever that next one is, set 10 releases, 5 and 6 will rotate out. And I didn't check and see what my Death Crawler was again that time. Lift it up. Hopefully we hit a regular Sapphire shard here so we can go Chimera Bot Consult. That's really unfortunate for us. It's definitely one of the drawbacks to playing what we're playing right now is we have double diamond and double sapphire cards in my deck. Might be possible that I want to skew the resource base slightly more towards sapphire, because consult I want double sapphire on 3 a lot of the time. Blood Wild Ramp here, it looks like. There's probably sweepers hiding in their deck. Alright, I'm gonna play another Skylands Captain here. Play Wax Sacrament. Triggers their momentum. Play this out. I think I want to make one more candle before I start making them taller. Whenever this deals damage to my opponent, I get to illuminate. Just make one more candle here. If they have Massacre, we're going to be in some trouble. If they don't have Massacre... Pomegranate. Okay, so they're ramping up. I guess Seeker would be kind of bad for us too. We have a lot of 1s. It wasn't in play while we were Fate Weaving. I should take note of these things. Man, they are big ramps. Another Shacklet Shoku. Okay. Okay, sweet. There's that. And then, I think I'm gonna do this into this. Pretty good. Smash here. They get to block these for free, I guess. I'm gonna make my candles bigger, I think. Guidance for a non-shard here, I think. For like an Exalted Commander. Decree Banishing's not bad either. Titania's Majesty actually rotated, so they need to update that page. Titania's Majesty was banned, though, because there's a card called Walking Calamity that was really obnoxious with it. Make my candlekin larger. Am I gonna decree banishing this queen? I think I am. Founding Ire, interrupt target Blood Wild card, probably good against the Blood Wild deck. Blinding Ire, probably slightly better than Decree of Banishing. They're probably a Hero Fall deck, which probably means I want to just like trim my 4-ofs. Like, these are all cards they would realistically want to Hero Fall. I think trimming one of each of those is probably fine. This leaves me with 16 troops. It's probably slightly too few troops, right? It's probably too few troops. I'm gonna leave the 2 drops in. Having the timer be in your face is useful, though. It lets you know when it's going to disappear. It's hard to miss it. Yeah, sounds fine. It's worse against Seeker than what? Finish your thought. Oh, you know what? I should have played the ice first because I'm not 100% sure which type of threshold I want that dual shard to make. Yeah, I probably should have played the ice first. Drop a resource on top of my deck. And this is the double stack we were talking about earlier. I'm gonna put a non-resource on top then. Yeah, Corey's one of their card designers. Huh. Alright, so I know there's a shard on top of my deck. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to eat shards for the next 2 turns here. Reason to attack. Opponent missed their 3rd resource, but as his Acolyte of Shoku's going. Yeah, see, because I played that shard on one, kind of went the wrong way. I think I just want a consult here. I guess I could just Silver Talon Mandate. Yeah, that's probably better, right? I know there's another shard on top of my deck because I have 2 Fate Weaves pending and they were both resources. So if we hit a diamond next turn, I just like play Exalted Commander and smash. Okay, there's Second Blood. Is this a Massacre? Eternal Bastion, okay. Okay. Diamond? Nope. My guidance first here, because if we had a diamond, we could, yep, perfect. Boop. Boop. Alright, I'm just gonna throw away one of my cards here. Oh, I guess this was a bad attack, right? Because it lets, they get to eat this and then block these for free. Yeah, this attack was loose. I don't understand. This is a pretty free block. There is not. That's a beating. Alright, drop a wax, drop a wax. Console, wait, I can, no, these are all permanently minused, right? Yep. Their champion power now costs them only 1 charge to use, because this has happened twice, so they can just, like, they're gonna need to draw 2 cards a turn for the rest of the game. Non-resource. Do this and just pass the turn, I think. Next turn, this is gonna pick back up to my hand. I guess I could play Llama Herder out. Yeah, I'm gonna play Llama Herder out instead of holding up the Confounding Ire, I think. Oh, they don't have double wild. That's what it is. That's why they're not using that. I was confused why they weren't using their champ power as well. The champ power takes double wild. That's what it is. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Alright. Am I smashing? Well, I could just make this huge, right? Actually make him, put him under the abyss. The llama herder abyss. Yeah, Silver Talon Mandate's a real card. It might be that we want a third copy of this in the board for the decklist sweeper, just because, like, it rebuilds nicely post-sweeper. We get to draw a lot of cards, right? Furico and PA. But when I check for the Ruby Sapphire, if you look underneath the YouTube video, you click show more, the video is in the descriptions. My API isn't working currently under the beta client that I have access to, so I need to, that's another confounding error. Alright, well, that's great. And exhaust that to make this a 3/3. And then, oh, this just gave it to play too, right? This one just gave it to play. Alright. So for now, they're just posted under the YouTube page. Arrgh. This deck's probably pretty cheap to build too, right? Are there any... There aren't any mythics in this deck, are there? I have to go back and look. I don't think there are. Just all rares, right? Wells are a little bit of money. Budget those. Oh no. Oh no, the Eternal Seeker. Oh no, Eternal Seeker. Oh no. Oh no. The Seeker even kill me? Seeker gets rid of twos. If we get rid of their Acolyte Shokuns, if they get rid of ones, they get rid of 1, 2, 6. And by cheap too, like, I don't know if it's cheap enough to go on, like, my budget deck page, but, like, if this deck is reasonable, it's, like, you know, like, $50 is, like, pretty cheap for a competitive deck, right? Trying to figure out if they want to nick the twos or the ones. If they nick, they can't nick the twos, right? If they nick the twos, they're dead on board. They might have been dead on board no matter how they sliced that. I didn't actually count. I like this deck though. Let's go grab. I think I want to put an extra Silver Talon Mandate in the board. Maybe the Silver Talon Mandate is better than one of these. GG, Super Mikey. Sorry you got stuck in that third one there for a little while. What are my thresholds like? It's 8, 12, 15, and then 8, 12, 15. Yeah, 15 and 15 is probably fine with the Fate Weave. Also, it's our 7-month end anniversary. Give us a smooch, Troop Lion, with the 7-month resub. Thank you, and welcome back. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think I want to mandate in the board here. When I like trim an Exalted Commander against those decks. Seems fine. Pretty trim, mostly 4. Let's play one more. We'll probably call it a day after we play one more here. Going for almost 4 hours. Yeah, it's definitely harder to get stuck on wild, right? Because you have pomegranate to help you get the second once you have the first. Oh, hello, oldest son. How are you? What do you think? What do you think? You clapping your hands? Clap your hands. Clap, clap, clap your hands. Clap, clap, clap your hands. Clap, clap, clap your hands. Mono double wild 5 drops. Woof. I'd like to go first. Yeah, seems pretty good. To get Chimera Bot down on 2. Get that going. Chimera Bot on the plate's pretty decent. Sweet. More Cosmic Callings. Cosmic Calling's also a really sweet card. Just like having a deck that's able to enable it nicely is fun. So Cosmic Calling in, for those not familiar, 3 cost, but we can mobilize, so we can exhaust a troop to make it 2 cheaper. And we look at the top 3 cards of our deck and put a revealed non-resource into our hand. MC. Alright. Alright. And the card we take gets mobilized as well. I'm going to go ahead and start with this, since this can't attack into MC anyways. Consult or Llama Herder? I'm going to take the Consult, because that could be a bunch of new things. Play a Shard here. Play Warp Steel. Put a non-resource on top of my deck. Consult means we can just exhaust 3 things next turn and pick up 3 more cards. Looks like they're playing Blood Diamond Sockets. So MC's a 2/2 with the major sockets. They've got Flight and Swift Strike, and every time this readies, they get to pick get a random socketed card from their deck into their hand. Another Chimera Bot. Sign me up. Let's do this. Boop, boop, boop. Grab a diamond here. And then we get to Exalted Commander and get a little frisky next turn. What you got going on? Do you have Animus? Withering Gaze. Okay, so they get Mandate or Cosmic Calling. Neither of those cards are terribly important. We'll see. I guess if they pass with resources up, I'm probably not going to commit the Exalted Commander. They pass with Hero Fall up, I'm not going to play the Commander out. Let's see what they take here. The Cosmic Calling continues to enable my Diligence troops, which is bad for them. Silvertail Mandate, okay. Sweet. So they do not have Hero Fall up. Wow, that's an aggressive attack. Okay. And one of my guys hit Life Drain. So that's good for us. Yeah, let's just Exalted Commander, get in the red zone, huh? Crack you for 10, gain 4. These Chimera Bots are really good. People that were talking about these being maybe medium earlier, I think they're wrong. What deck would I play if there was a tournament today? If I was able to play the Bash tomorrow, I would probably play the Little Diamond Wild Momentum deck. It's the deck that I have enjoyed playing the most, that I think is the most powerful. But this one's really kind of growing on me. Yeah, that sounds fine, Uber Mikey. Do you have anything that can like pull your deck down? Let me look at what we pull our matchup again here. I feel like your board needs like some kind of like strangle or cheap shot or something like that in it, so you can like pull your curve down a little bit against the aggressive decks. I would probably, if you're not maining strangle, I would probably have like 2 to 3 strangle in your board. And now, like, it's kind of funny, right? Like, these Chimera bots are big enough that I'm, like, hoping that they don't make new Chimera bots and that they just keep making themselves larger. They can only attack with this here. Alright, so one of these reset. The flying one did not, so that's good. How about I start by consulting the talons off of these ones? See what we get. Or decree of banishing. So we'll decree this Dorko. And then we're gonna smash for a lot in the air, right? The 7/7 would eat both of these if they want to block that way. And they're taking 10 in the sky, so yeah, that seems good. Was that too aggressive? Am I gonna die in the backswing? I'm gonna die in the backswing, aren't I? I wasn't counting. I'm gonna die in the backswing. Yep, 10 out of 10 gonna die in the backswing. They're gonna play 2 socketed cards. There's 1 socketed card here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13. 2 socketed cards kills me here. I guess I was dead even if I left back a good bit of stuff, right? Because they're gonna get to exhaust 3 things. So do you have another socketed thing? Close race. Yeah, man. Oh, wow. Yeah, so I was super dead either way here, because they just, like, drew all their Grimskull Tacticians. Yep. Alright. This is 12. It's 16 exactly. I guess I messed up. I should have Decree of Banishing the Animus, right? That was the mistake that I made that game. I should have Decree of Banishing the Animus. I think that was the mistake. I'm gonna cut some of our more expensive top end and bring in these Winter's Grasps. Yeah, the decree on the MC was bad. I don't think Arcing Light's good in this matchup. You know what? Hyperion Huntmaster's probably not bad. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna save those for the draw. Save those for the draw. I think you're right that killing the MC was wrong. When killing the MC wasn't lethal, I should have counted to see if I was going to be dead on the backswing to double thing, and then concluded that I need to take the Animus out so I don't die to that. I don't think Arcing Light's good enough in this matchup. They really don't buff their stuff super consistently. I think it's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and lead on this for a shard. Hopefully we can run off double non-slow shards so we can go Warp Steel into Chimera Bot Consult would be the ideal sequence here. We get a slow shard, this hand's gonna be really clunky. Sweet. I guess we need explicitly a Sapphire for this to happen. You have an MC on 2 again. Just alter, that's fine. This matchup doesn't seem like it's about... Doesn't feel like it's about this type of effect. I'm gonna put a non-resource on top here. I guess if I hit a diamond, I could potentially play... Nah, I'm just gonna put a non-resource on top. Like, maximize our actual amount of action here. Yeah, so that first game was super winnable. Punted the ball. That was a hero fall. Okay. Well, I guess I'm doing this now. Playing this out. I guess that lets me, my champ power lets me get that back next turn. Can like pick that up and then champ power. That's, yep. It's pretty good. Get in this turn. Winter Grasp is not bad. I'm gonna do this. Put a resource on top so you get to guarantee to hit one of those. Do this. Play this out. I think I'm just picking this back up. And then like next turn I can like commander plus other stuff. They're getting back their Sentinel, okay. Yep. They have an Animus here, it's gonna be real bad for us. They can go Animus into the Crypt Curse Knight that they generated. So, yep. So, I guess I get to kill a bunch of their stuff this turn. I'm gonna go Decree this, Winter's Grasp this. The problem is that we've like gotten into this like grindy game. I'm not sure that I'm well suited to win a grindy game. Oh, the Exalted Commander is really good, right? That means next turn I can go Commander, Commander. It's pretty decent. Be a lot of added power to the board. Or next turn I can go Mobilize, Commander, Decree, Winter's Grasp. I don't think Wildlife is very good right now. I think there's still enough people playing Runebinds that I would not want to be caught dead playing Wildlife. Speed, yep. And like, is Eternal Seeker just not a good enough finisher? I just go to 4 here. Just like double Commander next turn. I'm just gonna go to 4. Play a bunch of, make all my guys 3/3s, I think. Wow, that's a beating. Holy crap. Why is that in their deck? Wow, was not expecting that one. That makes everything I wanted to do much worse. I guess we're just playing this and passing. Yep, I know they have a couple of Crypt Curse Knights. They get to exhaust some of my stuff. Sure. How many one-cost socketed things do you have, opponent? That's the question. Yep. I just trade with everything here. I guess I'm not trading with that. Can I go to 1? Just like put 2 things in front of here and go to 1. I think I need to Winter's Grasp this so I can just like play multiple things next turn. I think I'm just going to 1 here. It's like taking this guy out so I can like actually block consistently seems worthwhile. That's Wise Magistrate really messed us up this game. I'm not sure I had different lines this game. I definitely had different lines in the first game. Start with this, see what we got. This. This. If they have another Grimskull Tactician, we're probably dead. If we can dodge on Grimskull, another Exalted Commander plus this Cosmic Calling might be able to pull us out of this. Maybe. Crypt Curse Knights just buried us alongside this Exalted Altar, though. Or Altar of Nulzando. Oh, come on. Oh, did the double removal, too. Alright. The old... That's my favorite. The tank kill you. Alright. Alrighty. Yep, so punted the first game. Let's play one more. Let's play one more. I'd like to end on a high note. Messed up the first game, ran a little bit bad in that second game. Candles. Okay, sweet. See how this goes. They might go bigger than we do faster. We're on the draw. I'm gonna keep this on the draw. Couple chances to find a 2-drop. Oh, you know what? That was the wrong resource to play. I should have gone Wax Guidance for a non-shard, so that way I could try and have an extra shot to find a 2-drop for turn 2, I think. Right, the clunk is not getting better. Oh, I'm so dumb. Holy crap, why did I do that? This makes a 1-drop. Oh, I'm so dumb. Mistakes were made, chat. Mistakes were made. I think Merry Caravan's very playable. Card's great. So next turn, this has mobilized, so I can go Exalted Commander into Chimera Bot, and then we're probably just going to die. And imagine, if I was up a resource this turn, I would have been able to play the Chimera Bot this turn. Yep. Ink. We just gonna get run out by the little wax figures here. We've got Huntmasters and Arcing Lights on the board. This is actually just a clean 16 ball coming across here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, diddle me. Yep. Alright, dead ski poo. Arcing Light. Band-Aid is slow. Skylands Captain's probably slow. Bring in a couple of Winter's Grasp too, just so I can keep their candles down. Spot removal is actually kind of okay against the candles deck, I feel like, from the testing I've done. And actually, one more Winter's Grasp is probably slightly better than a... Sad redraw. That sounds fine. Yep, Mr. Silicon tomorrow. Model all day. Most of the day. It's awesome that Wax Sacrament's like a turn 1 play. So good. Gonna play Llama Herder. Crack with the candle can. Oh no, is my candle going to die? Please don't kill my candle opponent. Oh no. It's fine. I'm gonna Flame Barrage for a card that I didn't spend a card on. I'm gonna Flame Barrage my Llama Herder. That makes sense if they have 2 Flame Barrages. No? Okay. Love a Chimera Bot. And then I can actually go Wax Sacrament here, make a thing, and then I can mobilize this off of this. And then I could use this to exhaust this. So I'll get a Diligence trigger on that next turn too. Good. What's going on, Jin? Morning. You go Shard Consult next turn. This is more like of just a 2-shard aggro deck. Like a mobilize aggro deck, I guess you could say. Or set out with the goal to play 4 Exalted Commanders. Well, that's really unfortunate. I guess I'm just gonna kill one of their things and smash here. Okay, taking 3. Alright, drawing some action at least. Rid of another candle here. This feels like a Wax Dawn, so I'm gonna go ahead and crank him up to 4, I think. That way my opponent can't ambush me. It's possible I'm supposed to leave back 2 blockers, though. Rage 2, God bless. This feels like a Wax Dawn untap kill you. Let's see if that's how it goes. Times them's the beats, yep. So they need to crank these guys up to 4 5s to kill me. They probably should have left this back. I'm really hoping that this take means we're not dead. It could also just mean that like they're thinking about what they want to play around. Scion, okay. Can I beat through a Scion? I've already burned 2 pieces of removal. I guess I bored in a little bit more removal, right? Our candles turning into 2/2s here. It feels like our candles are going to be 2/2s, yep. Hopefully my Chimera Bot gets Life Drain next turn. Chimera gets Flying, yeah, that's true. Yeah, flight is better than Life Drain. Would settle for Life Drain though. Flight would be nice, but would settle for Life Drain. I think I'm blocking here. Yeah, I think I want to just trade with these pretty aggressively. I have no idea. That's not what I wanted, Chimera Bot. I didn't want more of you, I wanted a bigger one. Guidance for guidance, yo dog. Yo dog, alright. Hey, that's an Exalted commander. Hey me, get in here, me. Alright, what does that do? That does stuff, right? This forces some jump blocks. Does this force all of their stuff to chump block? So if they only block this and say this, they'd take 8. This forces chump blocks across the board, right? If I'm counting this correctly. Oh, this one can't attack. This one can't attack. That's unfortunate for us. Alright, I think I just attack with this. Let these trigger next turn. Hopefully things don't get too crazy over here. If either of these at flight, we'll be in a really good spot. How many 2-drops in my bin? Just a candle and a llama. Yep. Stuff's gonna get real big real fast here. They have a shard call. These candles are gonna be monstrous. Warrior of Lumos, also monstrous. Thankfully, they're kind of on the defense, right? Alright, what do we get? One of them got flight. It should be the game. So with my other commander. Boop, boop, boop. Yay! Jeff saves the day. Alright, I think I want this extra Winter's Grasp on the draw. What am I trimming? I like all of these cards right that I have in my deck right now, but I want this extra Winter's Grasp. Aren't you making a Cosmic Calling, maybe? Is that unreasonable? The Cosmic Calling's really good at enabling. Really good at enabling my stuff, though. If I trim a Guidance, is that insane? I'm gonna do that. I don't know, it's a cut a cantrip. I think Cosmic Calling's the better cantrip. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving holiday in the US. Just having a great Friday. Gearing up for a good weekend everywhere in the world. I appreciate all the subs and resubs. Big shout out to all the subscribers that stuck through my short Hex hiatus. Again, big shout out to Chris Woods especially for helping me get Hex set up on Linux here. I have a test build for native Hex on Linux. Super exciting for that. If you're a Magic player in the audience, make sure you check out the Nerd Rage coverage that Mappamonte and I are going to be doing tomorrow. If you are a Hex player, though, you probably are. If you're watching, make sure you battle in the Bash or Clash this weekend. Some sweet $1,000 cash tournaments for Hex coming up every single weekend. All right, slow-ish start from the opponent. The commander didn't have flight. That's a fantastical draw. Do this and put a non-resource on top of my deck here. Got plenty of resources right now. So next turn I can go Well of Purpose for Sapphire, Consult, and then still Winter's Grasp something, which is great. Use a whack, sure. Again, probably going to start using these graphs to start picking off their Dorkos. And keep the candles in check, they're not too scary. So do I want to grasp now, or do I want to get Llama Herder going? Yeah. I want to just grasp now. I'm gonna have to discard, so I'm playing a card on my turn, even though this is a quick action, because otherwise I'd have to discard to hand size. And then next turn I'll probably go Llama Herder, Cosmic Calling off the Llama Herder in case we hit something else that I can play as a basic speeds card. Yep. Take one, sure. This is a Wax Dawn, it looks like. This Cosmic Calling, see what we get. Huntmaster. Probably want a Huntmaster at this point in my life, honestly. Hopefully we don't just die on their next turn. There's a non-zero chance we just die next turn. Attack like this. I think this is because I think they're gonna just Wax Dawn for two Dorkos. Whoa, no, Wax Dawn is insane for us. Alright, well now we're cooking with gas. Alright. Scion's a little scary, but that's not having the Scion last turn was a big game for us. Alright, alright. Let's go. So Huntmaster, when it comes into play, prevents all damage that will be dealt by other cards. So, really pretty powerful. I'm going to go ahead and start with this Cosmic Calling. He has Mobilize too, so we only need to leave up one resource for him. So this is a Chimera bot. Sign me up. That one has Mobilize now, so I'm going to Mobilize off of this one. And then this, I'm going to Guidance for the turn. Put a non-resource on top of my deck here. Go ahead and mobilize off, or diligence off of these two, or activate him. I know I need 2 up, I'm aware. Swing in for 4. And then hopefully they go all in on a lethal attack here, and then we Huntmaster and then untap and kill them on the backswing. Is the ideals here. Nope, they're going wider, it looks like. It's kind of scary. That got life drain. That's really good for us. All right, let's play another llama herder here. And then let's cosmic calling off of this one, see what we get. Exalted Commander. All right, that's probably going to enable us to have lethal next turn. Again, I'm going to leave the Hunt Master up when we attack through. How big do I want to make this? Probably pretty big. Hi, Jacob. I'm gonna go and attack with these two. Gaining 3 health seems fine. Let me take 8 here. You want a different show? Oh, the thing came up. I got it. Sorry, you're good. Wrath of the Elementals. That's unfortunate because it means we don't life drain. We have 3 3s now. Alright, so let's play this out. It's possible I should have shipped in with that too. No, I guess they would have eaten it. Or I should have made this smaller. Or one more larger. Great. Oh, and this one has mobilize. Perfect. So, let's go, Jeff. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Smash. We're basically all in here, right? Oh, I forgot my article went up today. Yeah, that article's really good. I was really happy with that one. Okay. Do they have two pieces of removal? This is my stuff. I'm hoping this is lethal. Arcing Light. Okay. That doesn't do anything, right, other than make a thing? Yeah, because this is a static modifier. I know. Amazon player's real annoying. They get to block 2 things here. But the more important part here is, whoa, they're just dead. Okay. That's the important part. Sweet. Yeah! Hogland. Pulls a Hogland and draws a second Hogland to win the game. Ding, ding, ding. Ring-a-ding-ding. More importantly, the Hunt Master technology worked out. I like aggressive decks like this that get to draw cards. Just like, you get to actually like find your reserve cards. Math is for blockers, right? Exactly. Well, again, thank you everyone that is hanging out here today. And you should definitely make sure to check out my article on Gathering Magic today. Even if you are not if you're just a Hex player and you are not, you're not a Magic player, this article is still, it's just like general TCG theory that's it's very reasonable and good, and I'm very proud of it, and I'm happy with that article a lot. This deck was sweet, so I'm glad we talked around with Exalted Commander, and thank you everyone for watching today, and I will be live again on Sunday, and we'll be live again on Wednesday next week with more All Hex. Catch you later. Link. I will tweet the link when I know. I want to make sure I have the right URL. I don't actually know the information offhand because I'm bad at my job. And it's the first week. All right, let me